Morning, guys. Oh, how y'all doing today? Well, me? Super duper, mate. It's my secret cat. Always super duper. Yeah, today. Today, honestly, feeling pretty rough. It's one of those things, like I was saying yesterday, like day 3, 4 hump day. Well, today, day 4 has really smashed me, and I can see why, like, in the past, when I've tried to go on these sorts of stints, day 4 is, as I said, like, usually 4 or 5 is when I fall off the wagon, 3, 4, 5. Trying this new thing, I can understand why now. So the problem is, if I had set myself like a strict training regimen, this time, and I woke up feeling like this, I would literally just be looking at the list of things that I need to do, and I'd be saying, stuff it. Like, I'd be saying, there's no way I can get through that. So, like, today, I don't feel like I would be able to do a workout as well as I did on Monday, or one the same size as the one I did on Monday. Now, I'm actually not going to know until I start, right? So chances are what might happen is I'll get stuck into it. And then, once I've actually got the blood flowing, once I get into the rhythm of it, heck, I might end up doing more. But even if I don't, once again, as I said, the important thing is that I just do something. Yeah, so as I said, feeling tired, feeling sore, a little bit lethargic. I feel like lactic acid build up in the muscles of, making me feel a bit unstable, making me feel a bit shaky. And besides that, feeling a little bit crabby, honestly. I mean, as I said, I haven't had a smoke since Sunday, Monday either, so nicotine withdrawal can be a hell of a thing. So I feel like a calm pool of water with an oil slick over the top, right? Like, I'm chill, I'm cool, but one spark and I'm just like, I'm really easily agitated at the moment. I don't like being that way, I don't like being aggravated or frustrated or anything like that. Yeah, so, gonna chuck the phone down now, put on some music, gonna get into my workout, see how much I can do. Wish me luck, and we'll pick this up when I finish and we'll have a chat about that. There it is, day 4 workout, done, dusted, locked in the bag. Wanted to jump on here straight away, tell you guys the biggest benefit I got out of that, right? So I didn't do more than I did yesterday or the day before on Monday or anything like that, right? In fact, that was the shortest workout I've done so far. Probably one of the shortest workouts I've done in my life. But it's fucking got me, right? The most important thing about what I just did there wasn't how much I lifted or what my gains were or anything like that, right? It wasn't about how much it strengthened my body. It was how much it strengthened my mind and strengthened my spirit, all right? Because I could have very easily not done that, all right? And that part of your brain, that part of my brain that says, like, if you're not going to 100%, no point going at all. Very, very convincing part of the mind, that one. Because here I am. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm sore. Today has been one of those days, right? A few things have gone wrong. Water's off for some reason, so feeling a bit parched, but can't really do much about that. Ran out of loo roll this morning, woke up late, slept through my alarm, had to rush the kids to school. One of those days where just like everything was going wrong. And I had every excuse to take a day off, right? Because damn right I earned it, right? I've been working a hard week, I've been doing everything I need to do, but no, fuck that. I set myself a standard, I set myself a goal, and I hold myself to that standard. And you should as well. And this is what it all comes down to. When I was doing that workout there, while I was pushing through, I took a moment to listen to my internal dialogue, right? The conversations happening in my head. And man, it can be hard to separate all the noise, but there's definitely a part that's self-defeating, right? There's a voice in there that's telling you, you're not good enough. Just give up now. You're gonna fall off the wagon anyway, so fuck it. Why waste all this effort? Why even bother trying? And that voice can be very loud, especially on days like today. Days where you're tired, days where you want to give up, days where you have every reason to give up. But there's another voice in there as well. There's sort of an encouraging voice, right? And I tell you what, the self-flagellating voices
a lot louder. The punishing voice, it's loud, right? It's like a drill sergeant, you know, and it's laced with that laziness. But man, then there's this one, right, that I zoned in on. And there's this one that was just saying, just one more set and you're good, Ash. All right, you've done this and this and this. You could have dropped out before, you've made it this far. Let's do one more set and you're good. And that's very, very different from the voice that's saying, you had better smash out another 3 circuits or you're a waste of space. Right, as I said, you've got to watch out for that because that voice is very loud and can be very, very discouraging. But no, find that voice, the one that's looking out for you, right? That instinct part I was talking about yesterday, not impulse, instinct. Pick that voice out and listen to that. And you know what? I did that one more set, right? Just some push-ups, did some chin-ups. And then after I did that, that voice said to me, good job, Ash, you're done. Now, go put up your video. Bro, after that, felt elated, all right? All the way through that workout, I was thinking of throwing in the towel. I was punished, I was hurting, I was sore. When I sat down and I recorded the first part of this video, I was thinking to myself, you know, well, I feel like shit now, right? But after I finish recording this, I will go and do my exercise. And after I do a little bit of exercise, I'm gonna feel great, all right? And I'm gonna put up a video and tell everyone how great I feel. But I started doing it, I went through the motions. I was pushing, and I didn't feel great. Oh no, I thought I was gonna drop at any second. But that's because I hadn't earned it, all right? So there's a certain amount, like I said in the second video, there's a certain wall, right? A wall where it's like, that's enough. How do you find that wall? That's the question, right? That's the question I'm gonna be working on. But for now, I've got an idea. The idea is, you have to be able to find that voice, not the one that's slack, that's gonna let you off the hook early, and not the tyrant that's gonna drill sergeant you into the fucking dirt. You gotta find that voice that's looking out for you. The one that's saying, come on, you know you can do just one more and then you're good. Because guess what? As soon as I did that one more, that's when I felt great. Because I had earned it. I had earned it because not only did I exercise my body, but I exercised my will. So, another part of the story. This morning, I had to go down to my mate's place. I had to pick up some toilet paper because we're out at the moment. Now, this friend of mine, like most of my friends, he smokes. Right, so I'm there. I'm sitting down, having a cuppa, having a chat. Right, and there's the pouch sitting there on the bench. Oh, bro. Oh, what I would do for a smoke right now, I'm thinking to myself. But, how fast? I could have had one. Could have had it free of charge, scot-free. Wouldn't have had to tell anyone. Would have been our little secret. But no, I'd know, right? And so it's like what I said yesterday about cheat days, you know? When you have a cheat day, the best part about it is that after letting yourself have a little bit, you put it down. And that exercises your will. Well, it's the same thing at my mate's place. Smokes were there. I put myself right in the spotlight of temptation. But I didn't take it. And because I didn't take it when I left, I felt stronger. In fact, I felt, I would imagine, as much stronger, or stronger to the same degree as I would have felt weaker if I'd caved in. And so this has sort of manifested itself to this idea of me about the phrase exercising will, right? We've all probably heard it before, someone saying, you know, you have to exercise your willpower. And I don't think that means what we think it means. So what I've always thought it meant is, you know, using will, self-discipline, right? By exercising willpower, you're showing your willpower. I don't think that's the right way to think about it. I think what it means to exercise your will is to literally, physically exercise it, right? So when I say no to that cigarette, or I have a cheat day and then have a balanced meal the next day, I'm exercising my willpower and exercising my discipline the same way a push-up exercises my chest. So what it comes down to is another one of these things that's broken by our perception of the reason it exists, right? A lot of people think of discipline as this thing that they're enforcing upon themselves, right? Like it's a punishment. It hurts, you know, you have to discipline yourself. Same with exercising willpower. You have to exercise willpower, restrain yourself. It's all very, very constricting language, right? And language obviously affects the way that we perceive things. But no. I think the right way to think about it is the same way I was talking about this new exercise regime, right? You do it because it feels good. When you show some discipline, when you show some self-care, when you show that willpower, you show yourself you have that strength, it feels good, right? You feel stronger, you feel better about yourself. So I guess where I'm going with this is, I'm slowly sort of learning that the more I perceptualize these things as the purpose is to get an outcome, the harder it is to do and the worse you feel for it. But the more you think about it as simply by doing these things, I'll feel better, the more encouraging it is. So once again, I don't exercise because I want to get fitter. I exercise because exercising makes me feel good, but it's nice knowing that eventually I'll get fitter. I don't exercise my willpower or self-discipline so that I can be more self-disciplined or so that I can have stronger willpower. I do it because when I don't do the things I know are bad for me, when I show self-control, I feel good about it. But also, it's nice knowing that by doing that, later on down the road, it's going to get easier, right? Anyway, I hope after editing, all this rambling sort of comes to something that makes some sort of coherent sense. I'm going to chuck this down now anyway. Still got a bit of yoga to do and then back into the daily routine. Talk to you later.
Today has been an interesting day. Didn't get as much done as I would like to have done, but I got more done than I may have otherwise have done. I just wanted to wrap it up, I suppose, by saying that I get it. It gets hard. No matter what you're trying to do, no matter what you're trying to accomplish, some days it gets really hard, especially right at the beginning. I want to emphasize this because I talk to a lot of people that set their mind to something, they say, I'm going to do something, and then they bail out of it. And it always happens right at the beginning, right? They set the goal, they set the ambition, they follow it, and then they just, one thing goes wrong, and they just throw the whole thing out the window. And it doesn't have to be that way. I today felt bloody ruined, and I'm not looking forward to tomorrow, honestly. I mean, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. You always look forward to tomorrow because it's going to be a bloody blast, right? Because we live in a crazy cool world, all sorts of stupid, bonkers, awesome shit happens, right? But I know tomorrow is going to be challenging. The day after that is going to be even more challenging. I got another, I'm not very good at maths, I got another 17 days of this. Alright, I've never worked out for 17 days straight in my life. But it's what I've committed to, right? So when you make a commitment, you do it, you need to do it knowing that the bumps and bruises are going to come along the way. Because that's all part of it. Okay, if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth doing. Nothing in this world that's worth doing has ever been easy. So when it's hard and when life's pushing you, remember, you need that. You need those things to push through, to strengthen you. At the end of the day, all I really want to say is, stick it through. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going. If it gets hard, remember that you decided to start doing that thing for a reason. Try to remember what that reason was. And believe that whatever it is that you're doing, you can do. If somebody else has done it, you can do it, and you can do it better. And if your goal is just something as simple as getting fit, eating better, changing some habits, I want to say this one thing. If I can do it, you can do it. Because there is literally nothing special about me that doesn't exist in you. Good night, fam. See you in tomorrow's video.